Welcome everyone to maybe one of my favorite Tuesday Newsdays based on the content. This is not as big as Xenogears maybe, but very big. We're like big, right? And Sinzar, we like big.
Always.
Mm,
Absolutely.
mm. So we actually got Reberta. We've kind of, had rumors of Reberta floating around the Discord. There have been some leaks, right? But it's good to finally see her.
Yeah, she's been like super hyped for a long time since she actually won the fan contest vote, right? Where they said they're gonna make a Roberta update. I think that's where like how we knew about it. Yeah,
Yeah,
she
I
did.
guess.
Okay. Yeah, and it's kind of like a double-edged sword because people are hyped about it, but when you've got a unit that is so dramatically hyped for like almost a year, it's hard to live up to that expectation when she comes out. Even if she's good, it's going to be like, we thought she'd be doing quadruple Esther's damage. What happened?
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. Esther kind of just went through this treatment where, yeah, I know people had high expectations. Then she came out and like whale wise, well, she's around the top, like right, a bit bigger maybe. I don't know the exact calcs, but it's not like she's doubling everyone's damage, right?
Yeah, Esther is really
So
good. So yeah, I'm definitely pleased how Esther turned out. So if Roberta is on the same level of design, then I think we're going to be pretty happy.
yeah. And I mean, I just said this before we started recording. I'm just so incredibly happy Roberta is not riding the Easter Bunny because like that's what I saw in my fucking head when I heard she's coming for Easter, but it's good. Like Sprite
Well,
is amazing.
Roberta's too soon for that. The next global exclusive will be riding the Easter Bunny.
Nice, nice. I can't see like maybe it's actually Big Hard, like Sieghard and Ignacio riding the Easter Bunny. Now that would
There
be an
you go.
interesting banner. Okay, but again, I just want to go back to the sprite. So it looks amazing. Her dragon Ignitos, I don't know, is bigger, more grown, maybe grown up a bit.
He is
And
grown.
yeah, it's like and it looks really good. Wow. Okay, and there's a lot to talk about because we're also getting a GL exclusive VC and on a banner where Reberta is not rate up. So it's becoming very tricky and interesting to be honest. I don't know where this is gonna go. Um, but okay,
I,
let's. Sorry, go ahead.
I I'm pretty sure Roberta is rated up on this. I guess I didn't
Oh,
read
I
like the
read
fine
something
print.
about
She
it's
should be.
featured units not guaranteed. But yeah, no. Featured unit rates boosted on steps 4, 5, and 6 only. So 1, 2, 3 is nothing. But steps 4, 5, and 6 do have boosted Roberta rates. Those are the ones that actually give you 50 Roberta shards too.
I'm
So
pretty sure Roberta has the usual featured unit, so she'll be like 1% on all the steps, and then higher percent on those specific steps.
are you sure? Oh yeah,
I mean,
because it says 2% for featured up. Right. Okay. So it's 1% for the first three. It doesn't say, but yeah, okay. Let's assume that's the case where you could actually do the card step up because you want the Reberta card too. So she doesn't seem to be premium, right?
specifically, no. She's definitely more expensive, but she is not on the premium level of expensive. No, she's not. She's 46,000 for the pity, which is high but not premium.
Yeah. What is premium? 60?
60K, yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And how much for the VC? Like it seems insanely expensive. The VC
Yeah,
is
the VC is 28,000 as opposed to 25,000 for the previous two. They have increased the price by 3,000 this time. So the
right.
prices are just creeping on up.
Right. Okay. All right. So players are kind of get to choose here, right? Like either they run the normal step, which is you just said it 40 something for the pity.
Technically, you could skip the card step up. You really shouldn't if you're going for pity because the going for pity with the regular step up is still 45,000. So you're only saving 1,000 lapis doing it that way, and you're missing out on all the perks of the one-time step up,
Right. So then
including
what's really the
50
purpose
shards.
of the cheap step up then? Like
Well,
honestly.
because you have to do that after the card step up will not give you Roberta's pity. You have to keep going.
Oh, now I get it. Yeah, because you can only do the card step up once. So you do the card step up, and if you didn't get any Reberta, you get to finish Pity on their normal banner. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Um, all right. So interesting. So I guess like most players that are going for Pity, or at least going with deep pockets, or deep resources, should be going for the card banner, because card looks fucking dumb. And like, I don't know, like, is it what I think it is? Is like it's 300 flat magic, 300 flat attack, or
Yes, correct. It's flat and it's
like what the fuck?
well flat attack, not base. The base is 110.
Okay. Whew, okay. Yeah. Because I was like, holy shit. But okay.
Oh, you thought? Oh God, no.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
was
no, because
that.
that's all. Like I saw the bond with Christmas Dragon, attack magic plus 300. I'm like, okay, what the
Oh my
fuck is
God.
this? But okay, yeah.
Could
Okay,
you
so
imagine? Could you imagine a vision card with 300 base attack power on Riser?
yeah, that'd
That
be
would break.
fucking
That would break.
stupid.
That
Holy
would
shit.
break the game.
Yeah. I mean, I think like even for Graph, that would move the
Oh,
needle
graph
quite a
too.
lot. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
that would be
But it's
huge.
just it's just, I mean, it's not just, but it's just flat 300, right? And um and 110 as the base attack. Okay, all right. Still a very strong card, right? You'd probably want this card. It seems to be fantastically strong. Um so let's talk a bit about the unit then, I guess. It seems like, so with Ignitos, she is paired up to be a mage and a buffer in
Hmm.
her base form. And her Brave Shift sprite is fucking amazing, where she kind of does the Esper unit thing where she fuses with the, so she removes a lot of her clothes. I don't know, probably required for the fusion, I'm assuming. Like, I'm no, you know, mage. I don't know how this works, but like
Well,
she
it seems like instead of removing her clothes, like her clothes become the dragon scales of the pet.
right. Yes, let's go with that. That's exactly what happens. Yes. So would that mean she like gets naked before she merges?
I guess that's possible.
Yeah. All right. But she's a physical damage dealer in shift and a magical damage dealer in base. Her STMR seems to be really strong. 200 attack magic spear, and has a
Yeah,
ton of
and
bonuses for her as well, right?
yeah, and it's a one-hander, so she's going to be dual wielding these.
Yeah.
Um, it's a little unfortunate that it seems like a lot of times these like designed to wield two of the STMRs are. I mean, that's fine and all, unless you go all the way to pity and don't get a single copy, and then you're stuck with like just one copy after going to pity, which has happened to me multiple times recently. So I hope that doesn't happen again, but it seems like you really, really, really want to get two copies of this STMR.
All right. Yeah, that's the fear I have, that we're going into this territory where, I've had shit, like, I'm just going to call it as it is. I've had shit, absolute horrible fucking pull luck lately. Like on both Esther banner and Dark Rain banner, I spent all of my resources and not a single on banner envy.
Mhm.
So, if that happens for Roberta, right? Like that's gonna suck. Or if you, as you said, you only get one because of pity, and then you still would want her. Although I guess like there are some alternatives, right? So if you have Dark Rain, she could always have Dark Rain's STMR as one of her spears in base form, and then in shift form, we do have the non-TDH Kane spear that she could use, right? Although I
Well,
guess like you're missing out on 500 flat stat, right?
500 flat attack, also modifier boost, which could potentially be huge. We don't know. Like if it's a 5x modifier, whatever. But if it's like a 50x modifier for a jump, that's pretty much irreplaceable.
Yeah. It all comes down to what certain abilities means, right? And what it is. That's I guess the thing. And we don't know, like, how do these stack, because sometimes abilities don't stack. So how does that
Uh,
work?
Usually it'll say in the news not stackable. It doesn't say that here, so it should stack.
Okay, so we're assuming you can get two Bertas. All right. So what we can tell also so far is that she is like Olivera, a tag team chain. Well, Olivera is actually not a tag team chainer in morale, but she is. So her base seems to be doing morale damage tag chains, which is interesting. That's actually the first unit that can do that, right?
Morale tag chains, I think so. I just hope. that like it seems like both Gumi and Alim have this idea that if a skill is tag chained, it has to do like garbage damage, and I hope that is not the case here. And it does just good damage, and tag chaining is just a perk and not a trade off. So we'll see when we see the modifiers, but I really hope that is the case.
Right, right. I mean, let's see. Because we still don't know, right, if she actually does any morale damage in her shift, right?
From the preview, we don't see that. No, it just shows these two skills, and I would assume the Mystic Breath is a base form ability because it's
Yeah,
tag
of course, of
and
course.
yeah.
It only makes sense. Any tag ability would need 2 units on screen. That has still been a fairly consistent rule, at least. That
Mm.
as long as it's 2 units, you're tag chaining. So yeah, we don't know yet, but it would be interesting. We also don't know what she bursts with in her shift form because we don't know if it's the LB. We don't know, Well, we can assume, I guess, it's
I would
LB.
well, I would assume it's a jump. I mean, it's
Oh,
Dragoon.
yeah, that's true, actually. Yes, I didn't even consider that. But yeah, I mean, she's getting some jump boosts, at least here and there. So
Hmm.
could absolutely be a jump. Um, I mean, I just can't get over the fact that her fucking sprite looks amazing. Holy shit. Like, I don't know. I know I promised I wouldn't spend, but like, and I really shouldn't. I really shouldn't. I really shouldn't. But this comes close. This comes close to enticing me to spend because I love Reberta. She's one of my first 7-star units. I used her so much when I got her in the beginning. I thought her design was amazing. I loved the fact that she had several elements and that she even had some magic physical damage. I thought everything about her was cool. And she was easy to chain back then, too.
Here's the question: what do you think? They have tried to make a chaining on landing jump work with Roberta a few times. It has never worked. Do you think they're going to ditch that idea and just give up on it, or do you think they're going to finally make it work?
But I mean, can it work? Like that's the thing. I like this. If it would require extra development, I don't think they're gonna do it because I don't really have that feeling that they're investing in the game in that sense, right? Like they're not building new stuff. Or
Or maybe they made it work. It'd be really cool if they could get it to work.
it would. I mean, not gonna lie, that sounds like a self-sufficient fucking finisher, which would be the wet dream. Really, like
If
you.
if you saw that video, so I forget who did it, but they made like a meme of 6 dragoons on a team on a dark visions boss, and they all jumped and they like sparked all 6 of their landings at the same time for like a little bitty baby 6-person chain of all 6 dragoons landing. Imagine if you could have 6 dragoons with Roberta also jumping and chaining for all 6. You can just delete everything from existence, and
Yeah, I mean,
it couldn't even fight back because you're all in the air.
but it is interesting, right? Like so having two Robertas. Um, well, okay, listen. Yeah, I don't know about this because yes, it would require two Robertas, but when are you fucking bringing two Robertas? Like trials don't exist in this game, so the only content you're bringing, like all the content that matters, you're bringing a Roberta only, right? So the only way that could work if there is like a way to chain her together with someone else. Otherwise, if she chains on landing, unless it's a tag chain, it doesn't matter, right?
Correct. But
Although,
but you
yeah,
could have that. You could have like, for example, let's say she jumped. I mean, we're just theorizing at this point, but let's
sure,
say she
sure,
like jumps, and then when you click the land, it like has her dragon Ignos fly in and start building the tag chain, and then like all the dragoons can drop on that tag chain.
sure. It could
That'd be
also
really
be
cool.
that when you tap her landing, she actually does a triple SR with normal cast delay, right? So you could like you could just send in someone else at the same time. That would also work.
Hmm.
Um, but it would require that, right? Because I'm not missing something, right? Because if she only does a single chain, that would actually be more of a problem than anything else. Because you're never bringing two Robertas to DV, you're not bringing two Robertas to Cow because you can't. So like
That's
she would
true.
have to be able to be chainable with someone else. I mean, if they're even doing that, we don't know. We have no idea. But they have tried it several times. Several iterations of Roberta have tried this idea.
Yeah.
But it would be cool. Like I could think. I mean, I think if she had her own tag chain, that would be fucking broken though. Like if she was so self-sufficient that you could just tap a landing Roberta and she would chain and finish, and you could finish everyone else into her finish, that would be like everyone
That'd be awesome.
finishing on top of Roberta, and it's like, oh my god.
Be awesome.
I mean, it would. I would. We have an emote for this, or had an emote for this in the server. I don't know if we still have it. Did someone put it back? Probably not.
I'm not sure.
I'm thinking of best unit, but I think I need to add it back. I just have been forgetting. Okay, so very cool. I am excited about this though. I really am. I really am. I really hope she's good at least. Like maybe she won't beat Esther. That would make sense, I guess, because Esther was premium and Roberta isn't. Um, and usually, right, Sinzar, like tag units usually have lower damage output than non-tag units in this game. That's kind of been a design thing for a while.
For the most part, yeah. It feels like the developers just feel like like for balance reasons, you have to nerf a tagger. I don't agree with that viewpoint, but that does seem the way it's been. Like every single tagger is just terrible damage on their tag skills. The only exception, sort of, kind of, Oliveira is his LB is a tag chain, and it does okayish damage. It's definitely
Yeah.
not like it's not meta tier damage, but it's serviceable. So maybe they're easing back on that restriction with global exclusive units, and I really hope so.
Yeah, me too. I really don't see the reason because it's so easy to get chains nowadays. We have something like Braska's TMR, we have so many units granting chains and so on. So it's really like it's a moot point. It's not difficult to just chain a single chainer with a support unit. That's easy today. So just
Hmm.
tag chain is just an extra convenience, basically.
Yes.
Um, but yeah, but given that that's how it's been working, you could also assume that maybe Roberta's morale damage isn't amazing because maybe it's like, yeah, it would be a bit lower than our actual morale finishers like Lara and Sky and so on. Um,
I
but
hope
let's see.
not. I hope not. I'm so tired of Laura and Sky. Like, I'm glad they were good units. I'm glad they've been, valuable and efficient for a year nearly.
Yeah.
But come on, I want to use some new units in Clash instead of bringing Laura and Sky to everything every single month. I'm getting sick of those two.
No, I agree. I agree, and I think a lot of people do as well. Like it would be nice, maybe not for a rotation. Doesn't have to be that they are completely replaced, but that there are other alternatives that are as strong, right? And that would
Hmm.
be very nice. I don't feel like we've gotten a as strong alternative for a while because, well, like you mentioned Oliveira, for instance, when Oliveira was released, like they did, or he, I guess, because he's alone when he does the morale damage, still did fair bit lower than. So it's like it's not like you're replacing somebody with him. Same with like Tiana. Same with Igni, right?
Mm, yeah, yeah,
But let's see. It would be nice. I mean, maybe she has something else other than the tag chain that she can actually burst with in base as well, right?
yeah. I hope so.
So let's hope that happens. Okay, all right, but let's talk a bit about the actual vision card from Roberta then instead. So that seems to be 115 attack magic, so slightly weaker than the paid or the
Yeah, her
GLEX.
her personal vision card seems pretty bad to not good, however you want to call it. And people usually get frustrated when I call something bad as like a usable thing, but not great. So this is
Yeah,
just not great. Like there's way better options. Basically, every single premium card is better than this. Ling's card is better than this because it gives more percent. Actually, it doesn't. It gives slightly less. So maybe this is better than Ling's card, I guess. But I don't know. This card, it's worse than all three of the global exclusive cards. It's just okay-ish, but I
yeah.
can't see myself ever using this card.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna be the counterpoint then to balance this out. Like it's still a card with 115 attack. Yes, we have many of those, but like not everyone has a premium card yet with 125. So it's still a strong attacker card, I guess. And it does have some. Well, it's FFB units only, but it does have Dragon Killer on it. So yeah, it's. I think you summed it up good when you said that it's usable but not meta. And if that means bad, then sure, okay, it's bad. But I still think it's good. Um,
It's fine, I guess.
yeah. All right, so we also get now a taste of the cow event that Reberta is coming with. I do not know how the fuck to pronounce this dragon name. Aldiba?
That's what we're going with. Sure.
Aldiba. Okay, sure. Aldiba. Aladdin here has interesting mechanics. So first of all, one thing I want to raise immediately is it counters if not dealt fire, earth, or dark damage. Do you know how happy this makes me? This means this trial might actually be weak to fucking dark, and I can bring
Well,
Olivera. This
well,
would
it
be
is.
so good.
Yeah, we actually got the race and the weaknesses on the 1st of March, like 3 weeks ago.
Okay, so these are the weaknesses, right? Like it's
Yeah,
fire, earth,
the
dark.
fire primary, secondary, earth, and dark.
Okay, all right, all right. So fire primary. Do we have to bring Louise again? Nice. I don't mind.
Just another unit that just won't go away.
Well, like here's the thing: if you're bringing Lara, you're bringing Louise. those two just go together, hand in hand. So yeah, interesting though. Like I definitely see being able to bring Tiana as well as Olivera. Maybe this could be a fun run for me if the boss is not super obnoxious. Maybe this is a run where I can bring some of the favorite units that I have.
if you
Eh,
just want to bring them for the sake of it, absolutely. But
yeah, yeah. No,
the
I mean
only way,
I know what I need to bring to Cap. Like I know it's Lara, Sky, and probably Roberta, but yeah.
yeah, the only way I can see this being like where Oliveira or Tiana would be on like a first choice basis would be if the boss has just way lower spirit than defense.
Yeah, no. I mean, let's be honest. Of course, they're not. I just want to
Which
bring them for the sake of
actually,
it.
now that I mentioned that, that is a possibility because we know from the preview Roberta's morale stuff is on the magical side. So they very well
Ah,
may make it a lopsided boss to sell Roberta and
oh, good point.
make it a mage fight. It's
Th-
very possible.
that would actually be fun because it would give us a reason to bring units like Tiana and Olivera again because they
Absolutely,
really.
absolutely.
I mean, Tiana only got one
And Yigni,
cow, and Yigni as well. Yigni
yeah.
and Olivera are kind of the same. They never got a cow, really. Like they never really had
Hmm.
a cow where they are must brings or good to bring. Um, shit, like I mean, a squad of Igni, Olivera, Tiana, and Roberta. That sounds like a wet dream. I'm not gonna lie. If that is possible, that would be so good. That'd be fucking amazing. Um, okay. But fun. I mean, do we know anything else? Like we have something that like it uses attacks that deal fractional damage. So that's interesting. Uh,
That's just gravity damage. We've
yeah,
had
yeah.
that before.
But we had that before in a cow?
I'm pretty sure the Mortarum did it. I think
Okay.
I
And
could be
then
wrong.
it seems to be both like so it seems to have both magic as well as physical attacks. And
And it says non-elemental. I'm so happy about that because the egg boss last month didn't do any non-elemental, which means you could immune everything, and it made it a sleepwalk. It made it
yeah,
so boring because the boss was zero threat whatsoever, and I hated that. I
yeah.
hated that.
Now this is good. It has non-elemental physical and magic, meaning that
Uh-huh.
you can't settle for one, or I mean, you're gonna settle for one tank, I guess, if you're bringing a tank. But and I mean, since it's like if it was just non-elemental physical, we could have been like, okay, maybe the physical can be immune through mirage, and then you have to have light, or you have to have the resistances for the other magic attacks. But since there's a non-elemental magic attack, you're probably bringing a magic tank, depending on how big of a problem the magic attack is, right?
Hmm.
Which is nice.
Um,
What are our magic options now? Is it only Maeve that is like the clear cut
uh,
cow option?
Chow.
Oh, Chow, of course, Chow. How could I forget? Cotton will fucking kill me. But
Now,
yeah,
the one thing though is the boss is not weak to holy, so Chow will be contributing basically no damage.
yeah,
But Chow is still a very good, just plain old tank. Very
yeah.
very
But
good
I
at it.
mean, I have neither of those two, so like my best option is probably fucking Celeste. So she's definitely not contributing with
Oh, I
anything to
mean,
my team.
she's good, and she brings Dragon Killer as well.
She does bring. Oh, actually, that's true. She does bring 160 dragon killers. That's actually really good. But she's not gonna be ice imbuing anyone. Although if it's only a mage fight, maybe she can use her LB at least to give some good stats. Although stats are never a problem. We get the cow buff.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's true.
So yeah, well, sounds like a fun fight. It changes actions after a limit burst is used. I like that too. So it's gonna be interesting to see.
Hmm.
Anything else?
The sprite, I just want to say, I think it looks awesome. The
It
little
does.
like
It does.
water dragon looks great.
Yeah.
The whole sprites this week. So like big thumbs up to the Brave Exvius Global Art Department. Really well done, Reberta and the Clash boss.
So interesting you call it a water dragon because the first thing that popped into my mind is like a seahorse dragon.
Oh yeah, that's true too.
Although a seahorse doesn't have a fin, so I like yeah, I get it. Like this dragon, like this person's ancestors had sex with mermaids, and like this was born.
nice.
Actually, on that point, like how do you have sex with a mermaid?
That is a good question. Maybe we can just discuss that next episode.
Yeah, maybe Chad has ideas. Okay, jumping to that, do we know of any extra modifiers or something like that that's being added? Nothing new in that department.
As No, as far as like the modifiers, I glanced over this and I didn't see anything that jumped out as like new. So it seems like mostly the same as last month. It does say right here about the bonus morale. Each month you get like a bonus action for morale.
Sure.
This time it's only from raising stone resist, which is not the same as raising ailment resist,
Oh.
meaning it's going to be a lot less bonus morale, which may or may not mean it's hard to fill the morale gauge. We can't really say for sure until we see the fight, but my speculation would be this is going to be another one where it's really hard to fill the morale gauge up. So,
Interesting. Yeah, you might be have to rely on like tanks that can counter with morale, right? For instance.
oh, Chow again. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I mean, makes sense, I guess, but still, that's of course a bit tougher to all of us that um, don't have Chow or Mave that can do this. Um,
Hmm.
and yeah, but let's see. It's too early to say. Like the big thing for me is that there is a non-elemental magic attack, which to me sounds like okay, you're gonna need a magic tank. But let's see. Let's see what
Are,
happens.
are you ready for the Mystic Wave spam again from Arbor
Yeah, let's see. I really hope not. I really hope not. Um, but it's gonna be good. I'm always happy about Cow and my favorite unit. Well, I think Roberta shares a place in my heart together with Fryevia, but Roberta is really cool. I'm only sad that I have no lapis, and I have this rule. I haven't been spending money in the game, so I have no lapis. But yeah, so probably no Roberta for me. But I guess that's it.
Well, you can use your tickets and hope for the best.
I could. Like, who knows? Maybe I just, maybe it was just meant to be. Maybe it's fucking fate, just like Xenogears. So maybe I'll just get two Robertas with the two tickets that I use. Also, I have no tickets. I hope that her event drops tickets.
Wow.
Yeah. What is the event? Like, wait, there is no event.
Clash of Wills, but beyond that, Item World technically.
Oh yeah, Item World is, I guess, then her event. But Item World doesn't reward. Like, Item World rewards one ticket.
Um, they have stuff in the milestones. I don't know specifically what it is, but it's not many tickets in any case.
Yeah, that sucks for me. I mean, not many pulls on Roberta then. I guess I'm just gonna have to live with dailies and hope for the best.
Hmm.
Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, and as you said, there's a item world coming out. So that's good, I guess.
Yeah, the special reward for Item World this time is a one-handed katana, which is a one-handed katana. Enough said.
Yeah, and with 155 attacks, so it also has 50% stone resistance. Like, come on, dude,
Uh,
50%. Like, okay, yeah. So what are you running in this item world, Kane?
no, actually, Kane's. I ran his like when it first came out on JP. I ran his STMR, and it's already done.
Okay.
No, I have two copies of Esther STMR, and I'm going to be trying to get high on both of them.
Nice. All right, and I guess like a lot of people are gonna run Dark Rain through
Yeah,
this as well.
Dark Rains. His STMRs. If you have them, absolutely try to go for high magic on those. It's
Yeah.
a spear, and that's always hard to get high magic on spears, but it's doable.
Yeah. Well, here is where I'm lucky to have pulled absolutely fucking nothing for the past 2 months. So, I mean, and of course, Graf doesn't need a weapon, so there's really nothing to run for him. Although one thing is a bit surprising: no shards, right? No shard dungeon.
Oh, try dungeon? No, not this week. Not yet.
Oh
It,
yeah,
it,
yeah. It's
it,
actually still not end. Like this is actually not the last. So it will be next week, right? That's when we should expect it.
I think next week is the last week of the 3 month duration, I think.
Okay. I'm just wondering, like, are they gonna match it with Reberta or not? That's a good question because either they wait until 2 weeks from now so that we can't run Reberta on her event. Although really that doesn't matter that much. What it does mean is that we are getting like 70 Reberta shards at least soon. That's good. So I guess like that gives us a lot more incentive to go for enough copies to be able to EX2 her in dungeon, I guess.
Hmm.
Are you going hard? Like, are you going for EX3?
Um, EX3 probably. Well, after VIP shard, it depends on the data mine. But if she's good, it is a clash unit, and you really want EX3 clash units. So I'll probably, assuming she's really good, I'll try to go to where I'm um 70 plus 50. So I'm 120 away from EX3. That way I can get the VIP shards 2 weeks later, and then I can get the other 70 from the shard dungeon, which should almost certainly be here before the following Clash of Wills. And that way I've got an EX2 Esther and an EX2 Reberta for the current Clash of Wills, and I can still run an EX16 team for a perfect score if that's an option.
Right, right. Okay. All right. Gonna be interesting to see then if you have good luck here, because like let's face it, you've also had a couple of pity banners lately.
Oh man, my Tyvus pulls all the way, no copies, and then my Esther pulls. I got one copy on the very last pull, and then there's one other. Oh,
Yeah.
Kane, zero copies all the way to pity. Yeah, so
So maybe it's your
I
time, right? Like maybe it's
I
your time to shine.
yes, I am due for like a triple Roberta first pull or something.
Yeah. I feel the same way. Honestly, man, I feel like I am fucking due some luck in this game. And I also feel like I fucking need it because I can really see how not shittering in this game reduces my enjoyment so quickly. Like, I need a new unit to play around with. And I haven't gotten one. So now I'm really in the dumps. I hope.
it,
I
it
hope I'm
really
lucky.
It really does. It's kind of like me on the JP server. I haven't pulled on the JP server since the Knights of Grandshelt banner because, like, most of the recent JP banners have been, in my opinion, just bad, and I've been skipping them. And it's made it a whole lot less fun to play JP because I have like nothing new from the last like 5 months, and it's just like okay, it's just boring.
Yeah, no, no, no. I,
So
I, I feel you 100%. That's how I feel right now. Like I had a lot of fun pulling Graph and playing around after the Xenogears banner, but that was a while ago. And now recently, nothing. I mean, I've really pulled so many NVs, and all of them have been shitty off banners. And it's like not even. It's like it's almost like somebody at Gumi hates me. Okay, like Gumi, do you hate me? Because like I called you out on some shitty practices. Did somebody go into your fucking database and flip a switch that makes me pull shit units? Like, I don't need more Axtars. I really don't. I have enough.
yeah, I agree.
Let's see. Let's see. I hope that I hope they will. Okay, guy that flipped the switch in the database. Please go and reflip it so I get a couple of Robertas. And I promise next time I'm gonna be singing your praises. Okay. I am easy to buy. Like I am easy to bribe. Okay, listen, I am cheap. No, not two Axtars. Fuck you, Leo. No, no way. All right, I think we've exhausted the content for this week, right?
Uh, Pretty much. Look forward to Clash of Wills on Thursday.
I look forward to your pool video on Thursday as well.
It is likely to be done.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it always depends on the data mine because maybe Roberta's a complete train wreck, but I'm expecting good things.
Yeah. I mean, it seems really good, and this vision card also seems really, really good. So, I hope Roberta is good. Especially since the vision card isn't specific at all. So you could equip it on anyone for 300 flat attack, which is a big deal.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. Well, thanks for chilling, Sinzar. I guess we'll see how the pulls go.
All right. See you then.
See y'all next week.